So hello my dear students and learners. So today I am going to discuss a very important topics of C language. It is called features of C language. Okay, so what are the features of C language? Point number 1, the C language is simple and efficient. Now C language is a very simple and efficient one. In C language only 32 different keywords are used, and it is comparatively very lower in numbers with respect to the other programming languages, and the syntax of writing the C language are very simple, so that user can easily handle those syntax, and with the help of the syntax they can easily write down a very simple program. Okay, so it is a very simple and efficient language. The number 2, the C language is very much fast. It is comparatively faster than the other language. Now why is it? Because C is a typically typed language, and those are dynamic programming languages. They take user much more time than these statically typed languages. Okay, now apart from this, unlike Java and Python, these are the interpreted languages, and C is a compiler based languages. So that's why C takes less amount of time to execute and run the program. So these features actually makes the C language much faster than the other language. So C is a very fast language. Number 3, it is portable. So portability. So C is very much portable. Now what does it mean? It simply means that if we are writing a particular program, so this program can be run on different machine. Okay, so the particular program you can run, or you can run a specific part of that particular program in different machines in any type of computer. So it is actually machine independent. So that's why it is called portable. So it is a portable language. Number 4, it is extensible. So extensibility. So this is another important feature. So it simply means that suppose you have already written a C program. Okay, now if you want to add some new features later on in the existing program, so if you can do it very easily and quickly. So what will happen? It will help you to modify your existing program. So it can be extended, it can be modified, it can be updated at any point of time. So these features actually helps the programmer, provides the functionality of adding some new features, new functionalities, and as well as some new operations that can be added later on. So this extensibility features is also a very important features in C language. Number 5, the C language is a very much function rich library are there. So it is a function rich libraries, adequate programming languages. That means suppose a new programmer who does not even do not know many syntax or many programming skills, this particular or logical skill that a particular programmer have initially. So with the help of these system defined functions, built-in functions, the user can write a simple code. So there are two types of functions available in C language. One is user defined function, another one is system defined function or built-in function. So system defined function means those function has already been defined by the system. These are called built-in function. So for example, scanf, printf. So these are the built-in function. And suppose if you want to write your own function, suppose you want to add two numbers. So you are writing the logic of that function, you are creating the function, you are defining the function. Now you can also add this function to the libraries also. So C actually provides a very function rich libraries, and that makes the life of a programmer very simple. Whenever a particular task needs to be done, they can easily call the system defined function, so to have the desired output to write the programs. Okay, now number 6 is dynamic memory allocation. So this is one of the most important features of C language. Now what is dynamic memory allocation? From the name you can understand that the memory will be allocated dynamically. That means at the run time, at the execution time, when the program is running, the program is executing, at that point of time we can allocate memory. Okay, so there are some built-in functions available. For example, malloc, then the calloc function. So these two are the built-in function, dynamically memory allocating functions available, so which will help you to create memory as per your requirement. Similarly, another function is available called realloc. So these are the system defined functions, built-in functions. This function has already been written in the system. So whenever we have to create some memory, we can call this malloc function or calloc function. They will allocate memory. We'll discuss this function in detail later on, but for the time being, you try to understand. Realloc function is what? Realloc function which reallocating the memory. That means suppose you have allocated some memory. Suppose you have created memory for 100 bytes. Now later on the program, you understanding that 100 bytes may not be sufficient for your program, so you want to increase the size of the memory, you want to make it 200 bytes. So this time you have to call this realloc function. So realloc function will reallocate your previously allocated memory. So your 100 bytes memory that you have allocated earlier now been modified to become 200. So this is the function which will help you to reallocate or resize your previously allocated memory. So these three are built-in functions. Similarly, if you want to freeze up all the previously allocated spaces that you have allocated either using malloc, calloc or realloc function. So if you want to freeze up this memory, suppose you do not want to work with this memory anymore. So this is the function, free function, you can call at any time. So whenever you will call this, the entire memory will be freeze up from the it will be released, so it can be used further. So these are the functions available which will help you to allocate memory dynamically at the runtime of the program, and this is the most important features available in C language. Now number 7 is, so this is another features of C language, modularity with structured language. That means C programming is a structured programming language, simple structured programming language, but it is not required to write the entire programs in a single function. Okay, so you can modularize, you can divide the code into several parts. So a particular program can be divided into subprograms. So these subprograms are called as functions. So you can add as many functions as you want to divide your entire program. So that means we are modularizing the program. This facility is available in C language. So whenever you are modularizing the program, so it looks better, it is very easy to handle, and whenever a particular function needs to be called, it can definitely be called from the main function. So that's why it is called modularized program. So in C language, this modularity features is available, and that actually really very helpful for the programmer to read and understand this program. Okay, and also to write the program. Number 8 is the C is also a high level language. High level language. Okay, so high level language means, high level language means that whenever you are writing any program in C language, that this will be machine independent. That means you can write any code. Okay, so that code can be run in any type of computer. It is machine independent. And another meaning of high level language is that it is much closer to the human languages, and at the same time it is further than the machine languages. So this is the meaning of high level language. So C is one of the high level languages available in the computer science. Number 9, pointers. It is one of the most important features of C language, pointers. In Java, pointers concept is not there. Now what is pointer? From the name you can easily understand that pointer means it will point to something. Now where it will point to? It will point to some memory or address. It will point some location. So whenever you have to work with the address, you have to work with the location. Okay, so pointer is the only solution. You have to use the pointer. Now using the pointers, you can directly go to the location. You can store a value, particular value in this particular location, or if the value has already been stored over that particular location, you can also retrieve that value. So if you want to do these jobs, then you have to use these pointers. Now using pointers, we can very easily handle different types of arrays, strings, structures, files. So this is one of the most important features available in C language, which is pointer, that is not available in Java. And the last one is the recursion. Okay, so what is recursion? And recursion is one of the most important features of the C language. Recursion actually is a process. So whenever you are writing a function, suppose you are writing a user defined function, and inside the body of the function, if any statement is there which is calling the same function again and again, so this process is called recursion, and the function will be called as recursive function. We will discuss in detail in later. So for the time being, you understand that if a function calling the same function again and again, this is called recursion and this is recursion. Now by using this features, what you are doing, it is actually providing, the C language actually providing the facility, the reusability of code. That means the same code is being executed again and again, okay, by the help of this concept recursion. So this is providing the reusability of code. And number 11 is C is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive language means in C language the uppercase letters and the lowercase letters, that is small letter and capital letter, will be treated differently. That means if you are writing small a and if you are writing capital A, so meaning of these two things will be totally different, because these two characters ASCII values are different. In C language, the ASCII value of small a is 97 and the ASCII value of capital A is 65. So similarly, if you are suppose declaring a variable sum, so this sum, and here I am writing all this letter in capital letter, so it is in lowercase, it is in uppercase. So these two variables are totally different, because C is a case sensitive language. It will treat the lowercase letter and uppercase letter differently, okay. And similarly, whenever you are mentioning a character, since their ASCII values are different, so it will be treated differently. So C is a case sensitive language. So my dear students, so these are the most important features of C language. So before going to write any kind of C program, it is very important to know what are the basic features of C language available. So with the help of these features, we can write a very simple C program. So I hope that you have understood this concept, and if you find that it is beneficial for you, please share this video, you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, so thanks for watching. Looking to see you all in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Please take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.